Hey, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rayge, and we are back today with a weekly reset with everything that's happening today, and as well as how you can best prepare for the coming week. As always, guys, if you find these videos helpful, do let me know down in the description below. Please like the video and as well subscribe for future videos just like this. We got some pretty exciting updates over the weekend here with respect to teasers of what's possibly and likely going to be the new Fantastic Four team. I suspect there's going to be a big announcement at some point this week with a blog post. So stay tuned on that because rumor has it anyways, they're going to be the next arena team, which could very well reshape what's happening right now in the arena meta. It's going to be interesting to see how they play against characters like Odin, and as well as obviously we know those that have unlocked Xavier already, they've been using them in the arena. So it's going to be interesting to see how they play with that dynamic and whether or not those characters will be infused in those kind of hybrid teams. But in the meantime, guys, let's take a look at some of the events that are wrapping up, and then we'll talk about the ones that are also starting off and some bigger ones too. So Power Unbound, make sure you guys tap this milestone just to make sure everything is claimed, but this one should be completed now. This is the global milestone going through using the Juneteenth characters. It was a nice little infusion here of intel, so definitely make sure you take advantage of that. The streak surges here are available if you guys need it, and as well, what is starting later on in just a few hours is both two events, right? We've been seeing the Cosmic War week after week now, and this has just been an avenue for additional Songbird shards as well as Thunderbolt Diamond fragments. But the big one here is the leaderboard here for Omega Red Phoenix Force, because there's going to be, I believe, some diamond opportunities, but as well, for those of you that are interested more in the progression towards Professor Xavier in the Age of X, well, there's going to be actually mutant materials here being ranked depending on how you do, right? Now, this leaderboard, I expect it to be quite vicious. It's tied for 2 weeks, and usually with these 2-week ones, as we saw last time with Odin, they're quite competitive. There's a lot of spending involved with folks. So I personally tried really hard in the last one, and I only made it to the top 5,000, 6,000. So to be honest, I don't know how competitive I'll be, but I did do some proper preparation stages for today. I'm going to share that with you guys as well. So maybe we can see how we do. But honestly, with it being a 2-week event, I'm not hopeful that free-to-play folks like ourselves can actually compete with this aggressively. So first and foremost, understand how you're going to be doing the points, right? If you have Omega Red, making sure that you use them in Crucible, that's going to give you points. If you have them at 5 stars and above, you're going to be getting even more points on that. So that's why farming those that event respectively for Omega Red may have made the most sense, but also the RNG and the drops for him was quite terrible. So I don't know, it's kind of a balancing act right there, right? So a couple of other things too that you'll be involved. So the spending of the Red Phoenix energy for his event, that's still ongoing, so that's obviously going to add points. And as well, we also see here that there's Fiery Incarnate Orb fragments here, and as well as earning these Fiery Incarnate Orb fragments, I think respectively from different ways, right? There's going to be, I believe in the blog post anyways, there's campaign energy tied to this. So that's why I've been hoarding a little bit here, as you can see with my energy, and you can even do the refreshes here and tap the power cores per day. But we're going to see these campaign nodes get refreshed with those orb fragments, so that's going to be an avenue. That's why we've saved up a bit. I've also saved up a bit here as well, respectively, for the Red Phoenix event. As you can see, ever since we saw the announcement of this event, I've been also coring for this event energy, and I'm going to unleash it upon the event release today, just to see, like, once again, how did we do? And how's that going to compare with everyone else? But the reality is that if anybody has already Omega Red, as I alluded to earlier, at 5 stars and above, they're going to be getting a very great head start and advantage against folks that don't have it, right? 5 stars, 5,000 points. 6 stars, 10,000. And then if you have it at 7 stars, I mean, my goodness, if you have it at 7 stars, you're getting a 20,000 point basically a differential against anyone else that doesn't have them. So that's the reality of it, guys. So be on the lookout for that. I think that's going to be a huge difference maker there. Having said that, there's a couple of things that are also going live today as well. We have, as you can see here in the event preview here, the Accursed Team Tower, that's coming through. But remember, you do need actually all 5 characters of the Accursed to actually go through it. And then as well as at respective ISO 8 levels is what I remember seeing. We also have the Negative Zone Harbinger. So this is the newest rendition of this, and it's going to be quite a bit more difficult, I think, in my honest opinion, based on what we've seen in the past, because of the fact that it is going to be tied back to the leaderboard event. So remember, once again, these Fiery Incarnate Orb fragments are going to be available. And the cool thing about these is that you do want to definitely maximize as much as you can, because they contain Gear Tier 20 pieces, which I think is going to be very, very valuable. So be on the lookout for that. But the really cool thing about this event that they modified now is that you can actually use any 5 characters in the game. So you can already start previewing how these last few nodes are going to be, but you can use any character, guys. So we have the full arsenal powers of Odin, but just remember that some of these nodes do have specific bonuses, right? Like the first 8 nodes are tailored towards raid characters, and then the next I think the next 4 was tailored towards Cosmic Crucible, and then finally they said that the next rendition of this is going to be arena driven. So it'll be interesting to see if that works. So far right now we still see the original 12, which means I don't know if they've actually added the nodes just yet, but we'll see once this gets released. We'll definitely be on the lookout for that. So there you guys have it. That's the Negative Zone Harbinger that's also getting released. A couple other ones that to pay attention to, right? You can see here we also have Battle World coming back here as well. It doesn't show the timer here, but we did see that in the blog post. So more opportunities for KNULL. Very, very close to 7 stars. I think 1 or 2 more times the Battle World that's going to get us there. We have this Mephisto heist event. So there's actually going to be an opportunity here to get his I wonder if it's going to preview here, to get his golden costume. So be on the lookout for that, guys. There's an actual event time back to this. It's releasing tomorrow. So that's going to be exciting. And then also on top of the big ones are Quasar. His 6 red stars is going to be up for grabs here in the Evasion event in a couple of days from now. So that's not releasing today, but it is coming very soon. So that's a big one there. And then if I scroll there to the very bottom here, HUD is officially joining the Intel store in just a few days as well. So you can actually start farming him. As you can see, we're not really anywhere with the Accursed, Helverine, and as well as actually on that note, Satana is also coming to the game this week. I believe her inclusion is going to be today. So make sure you guys be on the lookout for that, her red stars and whatnot. Vigilante also getting added to bumps is basically what I saw from the blog post there, guys. So yeah, that in a nutshell is kind of what's happening anyways right now in the foreseeable future and what's happening this week that I can think of here. And again, guys, my approach right now is I'm going to see how this event does. First of all, with this Fiery Incarnate, I'm going to use my campaign energy. I'm going to use also all of the event energy for red for Omega Red, and then we're going to see how we do. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that. To be honest, it doesn't seem like it's going to be a full-on energy spending event, but we'll see. But based on the preview now that we have it in game, it seems to suggest that it's going to be largely driven from activity from the negative zone, and as well activity from just using the Omega Red in those respective event energy right there, right? So that's what I think. Oh, right there. Sorry, I should have scrolled down right there. Spend campaign energy right there. Boom. Okay. So that is in fact gonna be a play. So yeah, I'm gonna see how it goes. I'm gonna use that first of all. I'll make some updates along the way, but yeah, I'm not hopeful because it's a 2-week event, and to me, when I hear 2 weeks, I hear that there's a lot of spending, and that's really hard for free-to-play folks to compete. But we'll see in the meantime. Otherwise, we'll take advantage of what we can get. The good news is that these orbs do have geared to 20 pieces, which are going to help us along the way towards Professor X himself. And then we will see, guys. We'll see what the big announcement is going to be this week for Fantastic Four. Definitely exciting. I'll definitely be making a follow-up video once that comes out as well. So, hope this is helpful, guys. Happy Monday. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.